Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Hearthstone video for you guys. Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. I'm sorry, I can't really... I'm a little bit confused because I can't really tell the difference, as today's deck is a bit of a, you know, RNG heavy sort of tactic. So we are going to be playing Targon's Peak, ladies and gentlemen, aka Hearthstone, in today's video, as it is the last landmark from the new expansion that I have yet to actually cover and showcase on the channel. And I want to showcase all of them, even if I don't like them as much, even if they aren't my favorite champion. I do want to showcase all cards, and I know a lot of you are very excited for Targon's Peak, because ultimately, as wild and RNG heavy as it is fun to play. At the very least, it's very funny, right? Like, some games are just ridiculous, and I recorded a live session for you guys to, you know, hopefully showcase it in action, as this is what seems to be a standard Trundle Aurelion Soul ramp deck. But as you guys can tell, it is much greedier because of Targon's Peak. The entire focus of this build is to get Targon's Peak on turn 5. Should really be turn 4 because we are ramping. And then from that point onwards, trying our best, you know, believing in the power of friendship in the heart of the cards, so that Targon's Peak can hit Field the Rush, She Who Wonders, Aurelion Soul, etc., etc. And we get to play these cards for 0 mana on turn 5 onwards. And our opponents get like their Mystic Shot, you know, down to 0. and we just completely overwhelm them with value, because we get to play very expensive cards for no price at all. And that is why we're doing all this crazy stuff right here. We have a lot of healing in this deck. We have Catalyst of Aeons to ramp, Star Shaping as well gives us really solid healing, and a couple of copies of Revitalizing Roar. Very important, since our biggest weakness naturally is early aggression. We do not deal well with aggressive decks, and we do have some board wipes, particularly Icequake. I don't want to play Avalanche in a deck in which I'm playing Faces of the Old Ones. I do like Icequake a lot more because we can get this card for 0 mana, first of all, with Targon's Peak, and Icequake board wipes most aggressive mid-range decks in the meta. There's a few things that you don't hit, but for the majority of things, you knock him out. Like, for example, against Fearsomes, you wipe out their board no matter what. And against a lot of these Grand Plaza decks as well. If you don't kill something, you will weaken it for that turn too, which enhances your chances at survival. That's why I like this over the new, you know, laser, It That Stares, right? This is very neat, but I do believe the 3 damage from Icequake goes a long way, and I ultimately prefer it because of that. Then we are playing 3 copies of She Who Wonders. See, this card is like really strong in the meta, and the ability to play this card early on can just absolutely decimate the opponent. I've had games in which this card has removed like 8 cards from my opponent's hand. It's been ridiculous. Actually, like, Shermie was watching like, because I was playtesting, right? So this card is just bananas, and obviously being able to get it early on is bananas. That's the theme of our deck. We have a one-off of Usgar the Ancient because I do like the Challenger. It can help us pick off certain threats, since we don't have much interaction outside of like AoE, Icequakes, and Harsh Winds. Speaking of Harsh Winds, this is the most recent addition to the deck. There was a portion in which I lost today's testing with this build, in which I lost like 10 games in a row, and 9 out of those 10 games were the same way. Like, I would lose to an open attack, right? And then I was like, you know what? Even though a lot of these 10 standard Targon Peaks lists out there don't run it, I think Harsh Winds is very important. It is the most high impact burst speed combat trick in the game. Or at least in, you know, taking into account like these 2 regions, like only Hush. But the fact that this card targets 2 enemies and shuts them down and prevents them from dealing damage is really, really important for us to survive. And the fact that we can get this drop down to 0 mana with Targon's Peak makes it a nice target as well for, you know, the randomness that is this landmark. So ultimately, ever since I added in Harsh Winds, my win rate has increased dramatically. And I don't really see this deck working out without it. Some of you may be wondering, why not play Hush instead? Because we need high impact. If I can stop 2 enemies from hitting me, that's already worth it. And it is very nice for this to be 6 mana, because, for example, if we are at full mana, we can go for a Revitalizing Roar, and that same turn we can go for Harsh Winds as well. It could be a turn in which we rebuild up our health and we stop a lethal from the opponent's attack, right? That's one of the many scenarios that can happen with this. And last but not, well, that was the last mention actually. We're playing Divergent Paths, which is actually really good in this meta because it allows us to deal with opposing Grand Plazas. But unfortunately, because of how dominant Grand Plaza is right now, the best players and the best deck builders out there are incorporating a lot of landmark removal, which makes Targon's Peak even worse. So yeah, this card design, I have been very vocal about it. I don't like it being in this game because there are some games in which I just automatically win because I managed to ramp into Targon's Peak. My opponent doesn't have landmark removal, and then I hit Feel the Rush immediately. And like very few games will an opponent be able to deal with that sort of value, especially considering you're paying 0 mana. So you can, on top of that play, do something else that same turn, right? That is just absolutely absurd. And it may confuse people because it may give you the false sense that this deck is like one of the best in the game when it's not. It's been proven that it's, and I've been playing it all morning, and I can guarantee you this archetype is not tier 1 because it's just not consistent. Sometimes you obliterate your opponent, and sometimes you just keep pulling your your one Divergent Paths in hand keeps getting debuffed while the rest of your hand is like 10 mana, 10 mana, 8 mana, 12 mana. It just, it happens. It's all about the heart of the card. So if you do not believe in the power of friendship, then I don't really recommend this deck. Otherwise, it's quite a blast to play. And I actually have just realized that we have not named this. So I already have a deck called Consistency. So let's call this Balanced. All right. So that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay that I got for you today. I am bulk recording to make sure that I have videos for you guys as I am away for Christmas vacations. So I'll have a video, for the 24th and 25th, even though I will not be here technically. And hopefully you guys appreciate that in the daily uploads. And the only way for me to notice that appreciation is for you guys to keep watching. That's ultimately, what keeps me going. So yeah, watch me if you can. It's free. Love ya. Have a soul day. I'll stop talking. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, here we go. We're facing Bruised by God's Hecarim list, which is very strong. Guess why? Guess what card we got in the latest expansion that made an archetype that was like completely unviable to potentially top tier. You can do it. I don't have... I like Feel the Rush, especially because of Faces of the Old Ones, but I need to have some sort of... Dude, I'm gonna do a full mulligan, because I need landmark removal, and I need my landmark. Yeah, there we go. That seems like a very risky thing to do, what I just did. But considering the matchup, like, this deck revolves really highly around Grand Plaza. I think my English is actually terrible at the beginning of this video. Basically, this deck is built around Grand Plaza. If they find Grand Plaza, they can play Ephemerals that can get Challenger, and they just mitigate one of the weaknesses that Ephemerals have, which is lack of defense, right? You turn your offense into your defense by converting them into Challengers. We're gonna go Faces of the Old Ones so that we can target and speak in a couple of turns. Next turn, we have to play Spacey Sketcher, though. Because... really would like to see a Divergent Paths here, but we don't see it, unfortunately. Honestly, I'm gonna discard Trundle. Nice.
And here's where I paint my constellation.
Grand Plaza could go down here, but even if it does, it's not the end of the world because we have this surprise Serpent to get rid of Lucian. Very important, because this is one of the biggest threats. Us dealing with Lucian there is fantastic. We carry over the spell mana. We burn 1 mana, but that's alright. That's fine. Because all we need is this to cheat the game. Like, that's the entire focus of this deck, is to set it up so they can just cheat and play cards for free. Play 12 mana cards for 0 mana. It doesn't take rocket science to figure out why. That's pretty good, right? So we're gonna take in a big hit here. Worst case scenario would be something like a Grizzled Ranger. Because the Crystal Ranger can just clear our entire board without even dying. That's hilarious. But the fact that we dealt with Lucian just halts him significantly. Okay, Haunted Relic. Have they played Sharks? No, they haven't. Because this deck plays Shark Chariots. I'm just gonna play Targon's Peak. Like, I'm not even gonna mess around. They get a little bit of damage. They clear our board, but that's okay. We have Ice Quake, so now there's a 25% chance that we just nut. Well, that's not quite the nut, but it is pretty nutty. I really think I want She-Who. Let me actually. I have access to this deck because it is your boys, Bruised by Gods, which means that yeah, there's a lot of shit I can hit. There's like most of their units just die to the She-Who Wonders, so I gotta keep that in mind. Living Legends is certainly something that I want to.
The cosmos will collide. The heavens diminish without my attention.
Part of the game, bruh. I don't think it should be, but it's so funny though because this deck is like, out of all the landmark decks that I've showcased, this is definitely the least consistent one. I've had games, man, where I've just been completely wrecked because I just could not stop getting, like, the one card that's not, like, more than 8 mana in my hand just kept, Alright, so he's just gonna spawn some, ephemerals defensively. That's okay. I do want to play this, though, because I really want to increase my chances, but I don't know what I want to drop. I do know what I want to drop, actually. This seems terrible. It seems atrocious.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
But I don't want living, like, the thing about Living Legends, it's only like really busted when you level up Burrowing Soul, right? We're not there yet. So, I mean, I just really want to make sure that I hit one of these. I want to guarantee that I hit one of these. Like, that's where I'm at. Because I don't want to hit the Living Legends just now. Because, I mean, it still would be really good, but I just don't have enough mana to make use of it, you know? I have to play the Charger, because, again, I have to guarantee my odds here. These Grand Plaza decks don't play Ruination. They're purely offensive. I'll showcase this deck relatively soon, yeah. Alright, here we go.
I do love an audio.
Come on, I did not want to hit the Ice Quake, but whatever. It's always the one. It's actually unbelievable, dude. It's always the one that I care about the least, you know? It's always that one, man. Like, I've been playing this deck all day, and it's driving me nuts. Sometimes I get absolutely obscene value, and I just feel terrible for my opponents. And most of the time, I get shit. Despite the fact that the deck is actually, like, well designed around the card. But statistics, like, don't matter anything, man. Like, in reality, life is just random, and you can get, like, a 0.0003% thing happen, like, 27 times in a row. And it will. Because fuck logic. Triggers me, man. It does. I'm just gonna Moonglow the, I gotta get this shit out of my hand. Fuck it. Let's make our Alien Soul more resilient. Why not?
Virtue guides me. Strike for justice.
Alright. I really don't need to Ice Quake here. So I am gonna drop the Warding Stones. I'm happy he clears the Spacey Sketch out of the way, actually. Like, he's low-key doing me a favor. We gotta play this Warding Stones. We do want to ramp next turn. Next turn we will be going up to 11 mana, which means we can't still like hard cast any of these two. So we have to hope that we don't get the exact same 33% chance. That's completely fine. Also, there's no point in playing Icequake when they have a bit of a buff going on.
Now they'll pay attention.
Back to back. This is the awesomeness that is Targon's Peak, ladies and gentlemen. The most tilting card on the planet. Alright. It's so obscene when it goes off though. But part of me is happy that I am gonna record a video with this deck, and then I'm probably never gonna play it again. Like I am so done. Because I spent hours optimizing this shit, like actual hours. Okay, I may want to deal with that. Just because Lucian is a nuisance, but I can always Icequake later down the line, right?
What once was two, now is one.
I could have played this and then this. But I'm trying to get like actual good value out of my Icequake. Icequake has to feel really good, otherwise it's just not worth it. My opponent can't level up Lucian no matter what he does there. He doesn't have the space. Finally!
My, how they stare.
I like having the Revitalizing Roar in my hand as well. I run this as a 2-up because it really... obviously, health gain is the biggest problem, or the hardest thing to maintain with this deck. Alright, time to win the game. It's awesome that She Who Wanders also banishes Rekindler. Alright, double dragon, bitches!
The shadow approaches. Can't handle a little cold. It's good to be the king.
We're gonna set up this this ice pillar first. We wanna clear our hand. Surprising to see that attack right there. Our units are just too thick, honestly. I'm surprised they are attack. Okay, that makes sense. He does us a favor by attacking like this, though.
Nothing's tougher than a troll.
These decks don't run Atrocity, by the way, in case you're wondering. Which is why we're going for the Icequake now. We're letting that hit go off so that Lucian does not rally. And we're going to be able to eliminate
Forever, why don't you?
Hecarim, Lucian, and severely weaken the other two. Beautiful. And we actually miss out on the level up. No, never mind. All calculated. No rally. Because if we kill this... Okay. Well, that is spooky. Does this man have, like, that and a Relentless Pursuit? No, these decks don't tend to run Relentless Pursuit. Okay. That would have been a crazy kill on me. Well, first of all,
Do love an audience.
let's make sure we don't die to any crazy like double atrocity lethal. You know, let's keep it healthy. And now, oh man, I was gonna go Moonlight into She Who Wonders.
See you next time, Runeterra.
Fun card, balance card, round 2. Okay, this matchup is one of the reasons why I've been really unable to climb ladder with this deck right now. Like, I've actually been unable, because whenever I run into a Garen, Aurelion Sol, or Burn, I just kind of like always lose. Because Garen, Aurelion Sol, I think I've been pretty unlucky though, because I've never been able to like high roll them. But the problem is if the game drags out too long, my Targon's Peak actually ends up helping them out. So I gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna do a full mulligan here because we want to find the nuts. We need the nuts. And what I mean by the nuts is what we have right now. This is the nuts. We don't even need to do this anymore. Okay. Good. Because we have the Targon's Peak now, so it would have been nice to have that one turn earlier. We have Divergent Paths, which means we can answer Grand Plaza. Okay. So instead of going for the Targon's Peak now, I'm actually gonna keep dropping my Ram cards because I don't want them in my hand anyways. As I still do have Divergent Paths for Grand Plaza. I'm already at 8 mana. Jesus. Jesus Christ. They could have Divergent Paths, but I mean, do I even need to play this anymore?
These are troll lands. Charge!
Like, I don't think I need to do this anymore. Because I just kind of win here, don't I? Maybe the key to this matchup is not using Targon's Peak at all and just ramping. The music's so awful. I don't even know why. Like, the reality is I would never dance to that on my own if I wasn't on camera. So, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because that's just unfortunately we want to attack with you because we don't want to play this into Hush. We can't quite level up Aurelion Sol here.
My faith protects me.
I mean, if he has Hush, nah, we're gonna attack with this. We're not gonna risk it like one bit. We have the Spell Shield. If he blocks, we level up. If he doesn't block, we get 10 damage on him, which makes it significantly easier for us to finish him off. But I don't want to play into Hush. Alright, removal. Yeah, makes sense. Because we don't attack, see, that's the difference. That's like very important for newer players. What just happened there? Good thing we have like a bunch of rocks to just block. Rocks that give us mana, and rocks that can protect us as well. Feels good, man.
They'll pay attention.
I love rocks. All right, we are enlightened. That's very important, actually. We don't have health to gain though, but we do want to level up Trundle.
You're in troll lands now. One troll to rule them all.
just want to get these in, you know?
It's always cold in the Freljord.
I'm gonna play another Ice Pillar. And now what I'm gonna do... Okay, so right now 15, 16, that would be 20, 22. I still don't have a way to level up Ruin Soul, so I'm gonna go with the message. No, I'm gonna go with the Moon Glow actually.
Come on!
I'm gonna go with the Moon Glow.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
I mean, Cosmic Inspiration feels better than Supernova in that regard. We still have priority. So we go Cosmic Inspiration.
Her light is our sword, her warmth our armor.
I don't have to do anything. I'm already leveling up with the Ruin Soul.
I'm the forger
Of stars! And now every celestial card that I generate will cost 0 mana. My units are inherently bigger.
I do love an audience.
Honestly, I should not lose this game. Especially considering we have the Skies Descent.
Favorite star. I created it.
You're not celestial.
I've become who I was always meant to be.
I'll take the Great Beyond, man.
Must give you more fangs. More purge than brawn, I'm afraid. Magnum opus.
Boom. Booyah. Got him! Oh, there's always a first. There we go. Alright, 2 in a row. Which is easier said than done with this deck. It's not a bad deck, don't get me wrong. Like, this deck, like, can destroy anything. The problem is, if you get a little bit unlucky, it just, like, explodes on your face, you know? Just keep that in mind, right? Play this deck more for fun and or to just, you know, embrace the degenerate you have within you. Otherwise, I don't know, man. Alright, let's go for another one. Okay, so we're facing Grand Plaza. Grand Plaza. We have all these cards, but we're gonna have to do a full mulligan because we need Targon's Peak or Divergent Paths, because Divergent Paths allows us to deal with their Grand Plaza, while Catalyst of Aeons can allow us to ramp as well. I do like the combo with Wording Stones better though, even though this is vulnerable to challengers. I like the one right there. I'm gonna play Warning Stones. Double Trouble. I mean, we have the potential to avalanche here, so...
is yours.
Nature blesses her followers. Who goes there?
Could always ramp, but before relentless pursuit and we die. Oh my god. Okay. I thought we were gunners. I mean, to be fair, come on. She wonders, baby. No. Oh. Well, we're kind of like ultra dead, aren't we? Grand Plaza. Right now we don't necessarily die. We need to play you though.
The trolls are going to war!
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Steady my hand.
Alright, can we survive? Come on. Come on, baby. Okay, we do. Okay.
It's always cold in the Freljord. It's good to be the king.
That's a very neat trick, by the way. Getting the 0 mana ice pillar and then just rebuilding your mana. We definitely do want to go catalyst here. Again, you know, the moment we see a relentless pursuit. I mean, right now relentless pursuit would not be devastating, but he did not really make good use of that. We're gonna do this for sure. We just start healing, picking off his board. We can make a comeback here, especially with Ice Quake in our hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this Ice Quake. When in doubt, take Living Legends, especially with Aurelion Soul. Come on, play something else. I don't want to attack with my Trundle. I would like for him to play something, because if he passes here, we're actually really okay with it. I really want to play She Who Wonders, man, and just wipe out his board. He can always drag. He can always drag and hit me with all those. If I clear this, no matter what happens, I'm safe for at least for a few turns. Because otherwise, here and here, 6. I have 3 health gain there. I mean, 6.
Come on!
Let's go for this. We need to clear out his board. All right. These are a bit too big for me, so you know, right now this Unscarred Reaver will not represent any sort of threat next turn. So that's only a Flea Feather Tracker, and that's his free card.
And I thought I was a troll.
No matter how I look at it, I think Ice Quake was always the play there. Man, I really wish I would have rolled this. Like, this would have just...
Every wave is a path.
Let's hope no Relentless Pursuit here, though.
Frog if you work, run if you don't.
He's going for an open attack here, isn't he? Wow. Okay.
Blessed is motion.
He's going in. Let's go for the kill.
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
We'll find our enemies wherever they hide.
Do they have Relentless Pursuit? Okay. Can we get it? Can we get it? Hey! Can't blame him. Yeah, that's how Trundle sees it, you know. That's what happened. Oh, that's like Ray Jackie on a stick, boy. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this okay. Right now we're in a winning streak, right? Like I said, it depends on how the deck is feeling, I guess. But yeah, why not play more? Let's go for another one. Victor is GG. Yeah, I guess I agree. We're facing Go Hard. We see Targon's peak. She Who Wanders is actually really important here. I'm gonna mulligan away the Aurelian, so I'm gonna keep the Spacey Sketcher actually. I definitely do want to play like double She Who Wanders. Icequake is also fine, but I'm gonna go with well, I'm not gonna go with anything right now. I'm gonna see what I continue to draw here. Okay. Wait. If I do this, next turn I'm gonna have a total of...
One star's whoopsie is another spark.
I pull the strings. We could use a bite.
Can I paint you?
We definitely want to block here. Because we don't want to give him targets for Go Hard initially. Let's go with this. I could reduce you. I definitely have to play you now. So I may as well reduce your cost. Yeah, so I build up a little bit of mana, I guess. Oh, I don't have to play this now.
There's plenty of killing left.
I think She Who Wonders is just really, really good here. Okay, I do like this.
Spilled paint is just accidental art.
Well, 33% chance we get a fluke.
Never lost a fair game. Soak it in.
Now we drop the target speak, and man, I don't know. I've been building up for this. Can I not get the messenger? Hey, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see how much we hit with this.
I don't change fate, but I can see.
Well, at least 2. I should have played this first. I derped. I derped big time. I derped. Oof. Okay, we had a lot of shit there. We had the Chronicler Rune, the Dreadwing Deckhand, the Zap Spray Fin. Man, I should have played my dude. But I mean, at the same time, I guarantee that I get something crazy with this, right?
You'll serve me one way or another.
We definitely do want... Like, I would like to get Utsgar the Ancient, even though he could have a Vengeance.
Watch them run.
Because I do want to threaten this. Okay.
Close to it.
See if we hit something. hit something. The zap spray him before it goes down, really good. That's why I wanted to time it now. Like I didn't want to wait because if they did have something, okay.
The trolls are going to war!
Be nice if I could get the 50-50 here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Can't handle a little bold? One troll to rule them all!
Funny the hand lock deals you, don't you think?
'Tis a sharp tongue you've got there, River Snake. Iron, you and me, we'll rule the world. And I thought humans were stupid.
How people person.
Smashing! One smack'll do.
Let's act like this. Get rid of Twist of Fate. Capitalize on level up and then go for a boom boom here. We were actually like one mana away from wiping his board that way and go for the lethal. But now we want to get rid of Targon's Peak, because at this point, Targon's Peak is only really going to be helping my opponent. Especially since we're going to get the level up. Come on, baby. It's fine. That's fine, son. I got Sky's Descent here. Just ready to just nuke your existence. I don't like that glimpse. He's drawing a lot here. He's definitely drawing a lot. Something like, I mean, I'm not super vulnerable to a ruination. Okay.
I'm the forger of stars.
He went fishing. He failed. Get that sweet regen. That's not great, but oh well.
I do love an audience.
Yeah, not great top decks here. Nonetheless, the moment they develop something. Let's descend from the skies. Even if he does have a pack your bags.
More courage than brawn, I'm afraid.
We're going for the kill.
My, how they stare. Get ready for a beatdown.
Gotcha.
Something's wrong.
Oh, not everybody can live.
You should be honored.
I'm just here thinking, like, I just went on a 4-game win streak with this deck on a video, right? And that may make you think this deck is the best thing ever, but like I said, I could very easily have gone 0-4. Like, I have never played a deck with like more variance-inducing results, or variance-induced results, English, than this one. But it certainly does have the potential to beat down anything. It's just, you know, watch out for aggro, which is very rare nowadays, and just mulligan, man. Mulligan. Believe in the heart of the mulligan. I mean, to be fair, I've gotten really, really screwed in some games earlier on as I was optimizing this. Like, I was, like, pretty shocked by how unlucky I was. So maybe that was a little bit of karma in the end. Because this list definitely, you know, if I share with you guys, like, I definitely have done well with it, right? But I wanted to make sure that it was worth sharing. And yeah, there you go. Targon's Peak video out of the way. I don't think I'm going to play this card ever again. You know, it's fun, right? But it's not the most rewarding shit. And it's so draw dependent. But it is very fun. And, you know, there's always... there is... Like, I know very well the kind of player that loves to play around with these sort of decks, right? So hopefully I did give you a neat little toy to mess around with at least. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a swell day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. It's free. And free things tend to be good. And that's where I will stop talking. Bulk recording, so I'm a little bit worn out at this point. Love ya. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.